Are you still pissed off? Are you? I know it happens. I am sitting here outside my childhood home, actually, and today we're going to talk about letting go, which is a good place to do that because most of us do have some things from our childhood that we want to let go of. But we're also going to talk about mostly about work stuff, about letting go. So I'm Lilli Cloud, and I am the founder of Bluefeet. I help people get and succeed in a career that serves them and the world. So we've all been there. We've had like a bad boss, a bad job, something we want to just forget about and leave behind, but it's still, we're still kind of PO'd about it. It may even be something that happened last week. Here's the thing. One way to know that you might be still PO'd, even if you think you're not, is if you still tell funny stories about, oh, there was that time that, ha ha ha, and that boss was such a jerk, or this is what happened at that job. So I did that for a long time. I used to tell this funny story about this situation that happened in high school. Yeah, I know. That's pretty lame, right? This situation that happened where this girl stole my boyfriend. It's more complicated, but at the time it seemed like, a big deal because I've been dating this guy for like a year, which in high school is like, that's like dog years, probably like 7 or something. So anyway, I used to tell this funny story about this situation, and I thought, I'm so over this. Of course, it's all so ridiculous. But then I'm going to use the F word, okay? So watch out. Then I did this forgiveness thing. I came across this book. I had heard the speaker, and I came across this book about forgiveness. And I kind of was interested in it, but I set it aside for a while. But the point was, this woman was talking about how when people started forgiving, like all these amazing things started happening in their life. So I sat on the book for a while, and then after a few months I picked it up. And what you're supposed to do is sit down and write a list of everybody who you need to forgive. Now, there are a lot of obvious suspects for the top of my list, okay? Can I just say, like, you probably have yours too, right? Like my ex-husband, for example, stuff like that. So I was shocked when the first person that came into my mind, at least 30 years later, maybe 25, okay, a long time later, was the girl who stole my boyfriend in high school. I was shocked. And what I realized in that moment, and all those funny stories I had told about this situation, was I had been carrying her around for years. For years. She's taking up space. That whole situation was taking up space in my psyche, in my heart, in my brain. And wow, if that was taking up space, what about the other stuff that was clogging me up? Like the much, much bigger stuff. Maybe the boss who was really mean, or, a coworker. Okay, I got to switch. Sorry, this is a little fuzzy or a little shaky, but I'm sitting here outside my childhood home, as I said. So I did not bring all my tools. So there's stuff, what I realize is like, there's stuff clogging me up, and this is not good. This is impeding my life. And so I went through this process, and it's incredibly freeing, of letting go. And so one of the things that I just came to me when I was working on my book about your blue feet, what makes you extraordinary, and especially the beginning part about getting to what's your ideal day, what you really want, was this whole topic came up about letting go. And I was like, okay, this is a little like off, maybe people will think this is off topic, but I'm going to go with it, and I'm going to let go with it. And so I included it in my What You Want, Creating Your Ideal Day workshop, and people totally dug it. Like, we actually have a little process we go through that you get to like say, you know what, I'm never doing this crap again. I'm never going back to this place again. I'm never, whatever it is in your work life that maybe it was like a certain kind of boss or something like that, whatever it was, you're not doing it again, and you get a chance to let it go. And it's very freeing. And I really feel like it's sort of like a roto-rooter for your potential. It clears out stuff, and you're like, I'm done with that. And I'm moving on to what is best and good for me, and therefore that's going to be what's best and good for the world as well. So that's my little story about the F word, forgiveness. And one of the things that I learned about too in going through this forgiveness process is sometimes, and I found this in work situations, this came up, where I was like, somebody I thought needed to be forgiven in a certain situation, and I realized the person who really needed it to be forgiven was actually me, that I actually had to forgive myself. So that was a big surprise, and that has also been very freeing, and I really feel confident that that has helped me just open up space for me to do good stuff and what I need to be doing in the world. So so last week I posted a couple things about, are you still hanging on to stuff? Are you still PO'd? Are you still whatever? So if you're ready to let go of some stuff, love to see you in the What You Want Creating Your Ideal Day workshop, or just take a moment right now and write something down that you're just ready to let go of. Just, you're done, right? And write it down and tear it up in a million pieces, put it through the shredder, burn it in a candle, whatever you're going to do. Here's another cool thing you can do is write it on a water balloon. I'm totally serious about this. This is fun. Write it on a water balloon and throw it up against the wall. That is incredibly satisfying. So, those are my thoughts about letting go today. And I hope you have a great week and you clear out something, get that roto-rooter going for yourself, and get on your way to achieving your potential. Have a great week. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.